2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Legends Championship is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very much looking forward to bringing you the action from the golf course for this week's featured group. Now there is a sense of maybe fear, heightened competition this week, as this player has said that they're starting up a rivalry with their playing partner.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man, a young man of the future. And, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident. And as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet. But he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at. So if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting. Okay, let's take it down to John McCarthy, who seems to be hiding behind a tree here. John, you've been getting familiar with this golf course. What will the players be dealing with this week at Lone Grove Golf Course?
Well, Luke, as I walked the course, checking it out this morning, the one thing that is immediate is this course is full of elevation changes. Not only throughout the holes either. It's like even when you get to the greens, the elevation changes can get you. These greens are dynamic, and that is putting it very lightly. You really have to plan out your approach shots into these greens and make sure you don't leave yourself in trouble. Some of these greens can straight up reject a poorly executed approach shot just from the contours of the green alone. Other times you may leave yourself on like the wrong shelf of a green, making the next putt nearly impossible. These greens can really play tricks on you here at Lone Grove Golf Course, and I'm looking forward to see how the players deal with it today.
Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Oh, that's a lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the third. It's on a great line. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Teeing off here at the fourth. That's some good golf right there. Well, Rich, it's only mid-season, but you've got to like the way the player has been performing so far.
Yeah, look, this player has played so solid all year long. It's well within the top 125. I don't see any issues of this player not making it to the Tour Championship. I'd safe to say they're going to go ahead and move on.
That's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under.
This is what they have left for birdie here. Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Oh, this one looks to be heading down the runway.
Well, Luke, you're right. He did find grass, but it's not the closely mown grass.
Hope it gets a good kick to the left.
Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
This putt is about 8 feet.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Here at Lone Grove Golf Course, the 6th hole is a par 4 measuring a decent 465 yards, Rich, all the way back there at the tips.
Yeah, no bunkers on this tee shot. Plenty of room to hit it both right and left. But if you miss it wide one direction or another, you're going to find all kinds of troubles with those tall trees. Just that one bunker that fronts the left-hand side of the green here. Again, though, a lot of runoff areas around this green makes that second shot so much more difficult to get it close.
There's a putt of about 6 feet coming up. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will take him to 6 under. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Teeing off now on this par 3. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Oh, so close. 11 feet to the cup. Tracking. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Now 2 shots up after that one. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole. Oh, great swing there. Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind. in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A, to point B, to point. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
Chance to move to 8 under here.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row. Is tracking.
Okay, steady now. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
This for par.
Good stroke. Yeah, we'll take that. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
And this shot from about 150 yards out. Currently leading by 3. Choosing the 9-iron here. That was a beauty. Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt. That will drop and it will extend the lead. And that will take him to 8 under. This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. Going with the 5-iron here. Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
This has a real chance.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
This one's looking good.
And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. The 12th hole here at Lone Grove Golf Club, 543 yards, par 5.
Again, no bunkers off the tee shot here, Luke, though, but anything missing out to the right or even far left, you're just going to have all kinds of problems. Second shot down the hill to a green that's surrounded by water in the front, bunkers both left and right. I love this golf course. I love the beauty of it, but I got to say, it is a really difficult course. That dog will hunt.
Putting for an eagle. Oh, I like the look of this. That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. Well, 13th. It's unlucky for some, Rich. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
And choosing the 8-iron here. 9 feet to the cup.
nice line.
Fair effort that. Good birdie. Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Time for the second shot at the 14th. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in two.
Trying to move to 13 deep here with this putt.
This for a birdie run.
If it's up, it could be in. That's inside the range.
I like it. 2 in a row.
Still in the lead now after that hole. Let's head to this lengthy par 4.
Oh, look at that. You don't want that ball back.
Playing this shot from about 210 yards out.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This one could take a little bounce to the left. Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Ooh, right by the hole. This putt here to get to 14 under the card.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole.
Woo, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Great looking shot this. Outstanding shot. High quality. Oh, good look at a birdie here. Oh, what a super shot. He sits in first position. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Time for the second shot at the 17th. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber. Here's Will Zalatoris. Trying to get to 16 under with this putt. Oh, that's frustrating. All these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet.
Nice little par putt here.
Oh, what a stroke. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. leading by a potentially insurmountable 11 strokes after that one. Not sure why I said potentially.
And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. Oh, that's right out of the top drawer. A great shot from our leader.
Oh, really leaned on that tee shot. That went forever.
Opting for the 5-iron. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
And with this putt, he will win the event.
Oh, just missed. Okay, so luckily they've got another chance to get the win here. Like the look of this one. That was a gallant attempt. All right, let's see if they can compose them. Well, Rich, as the legendary Jim Nance once said, they're now rich and famous.
I gotta say, that was an incredible statement by the great man and bestowed upon a great player. And this player will be thrilled to become rich and famous.
And Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Listen, it's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win. They just make me look smart. That's about it.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Wells Fargo Championship is about to begin.
Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this featured group because there are rumours of a rivalry brewing between these two players.
And so this week, Henny, they're vying to beat Tony Finau. This should inspire some brilliant play.
Oh, Tony Finau will not be letting up this week, Luke. But he's such a nice guy, you almost don't want to beat him. I mean, it's tough, but you must. I don't think you're going to outdrive him, that's for sure. But iron play, well, maybe you can get him there. You have to putt well, though.
Tony Finau might be a big cuddly teddy bear, but when it comes to playing on a golf course, he's going to try and strangle you to death. Good luck trying to beat Tony Finau. There is literally no weakness in this man's game. Now he knows how to win.
Well done. Take the birdie.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
Currently 1 under for the round. This hole here is a par 4.
Luke, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Going with the 5-iron here.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
And he's hit that inside the range.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Just didn't drop. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Looking good.
That will work.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
It's time to check on the leaderboard.
Currently 1 under for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
From around 180 yards out. Going with the 6-iron here.
Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
Oh, terrific approach. And a chance for birdie here at the 3rd. Yes, they've made it. At -2, going along nicely today. Let's see what happens here on the 4th. Going with the 8-iron here. Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order. But after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
And that will drop in for birdie.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Wonderfully played. Playing from around 150 yards here.
And only 1 off the pace here.
Opting for the 9-iron. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Oh, these are big momentum putts. Let's make this one from 9 feet.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie. These are on rails, looking good.
What a Disappointment. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 6th. Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. A chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under. Get in the hole. That's a lovely stroke. Had eyes for the whole way. And that will take him to 4 under. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead.
As we head now to the par 5 next.
This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. From around 220 yards.
Just 1 stroke back in this tournament.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
And just 1 shot off the lead.
Didn't that look good for a long time? And this putt to move into a tie for 1st place.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Love the short par 4s, Rich. Always an opportunity.
This hole is so important at this critical time. Go for it. Lay it back. How much do you trust your swing?
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. Sitting at 5 under for the day.
Currently tied for 1st place.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will move him to 6 under par. And after a birdie at the last, they'll take the honour on the hole. Not bad. Golf became a power game, and there's few players out on tour that have more prodigious power than Tony Finau. If he really wants to go full tilt, Rich, it feels like everyone's playing for second.
He is a dynamic player that has the ability to make birdies in bunches. The ball striking, I think, is always going to be brilliant. Watching him when he was on the Korn Ferry Tour, graduated to the PGA Tour, and just keep watching the steady progression. Each and every week, he just seems to get a little bit better, and the confidence level is over the moon with this kid. And to bundle it all up, Luke, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. You want to root for a Tony Finau. He is such a likable, lovable guy, I believe, that you can't help but root for him. And the wins that he didn't get are just heartbreaking, and we felt the pain alongside with him. I love watching this guy play. I root for him every single week.
The back 9 at Quail Hollow presents all sorts of challenges, Rich, and it opens up with a generous offering here at the 10th.
The bunker down the left-hand side is only carried with the longest of tee shots. Leave it a little bit out to right. You're going to have some tree trouble on your second shot.
Well, this should find the short grass. Well, Rich, this won't come as a big surprise, will it? Because there's a lot of people talking about this player. They've been performing beautifully all season, and many think they can win this event.
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
Good play there, Rich. I like it a lot.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
And back to the play, shall we? Getting ready to play their third.
He leads the field by a stroke.
Oh, that is simply brilliant. What a shot.
That chip in for Eagle works 8 days a week in my book.
And it's time to recap that play.
Yeah, they were looking at an up and down, but just down.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Time to tee off on the 11th. Oh, that is bombed. Sitting at 7 under par for the day. Currently in top spot.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Yeah, that's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that. From about 130 yards here.
Now a 3-shot lead over the field.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Has got this thing dialed in here. Looking good. Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
Oh, I thought that one was going in.
And if this can go down, he'll save par.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. He's currently sitting in first place. It's time to take a look at this 13th hole. Opting for the 5-iron.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Chance to move to 8 under here. Ouch, that hurts. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. And there it is. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Leading by 3 strokes now. But when you stand on the tee here at the 14th at Quail Hollow Club, Rich, you're given 2 choices. Do you lay up or go for it?
It begs you to take out the big stick and go for it. However, most days the proper play is take an iron out and lay it up down the right-hand side, opening up the green for the second shot.
I love seeing stuff like that.
Oh, how about that shot? Taking out the big stick and going ahead and knocking her on. Love it.
Oh, almost went in. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, nice little 25-footer here from him. Outside chance, so it'll be good to hole. Their boldness paid off. They've got this for the eagle.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now.
And it's worth taking another look at that one.
What an amazing putt from way out.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. This hole is a par 5.
Feeling good about their game right now, Luke, coming off an eagle at the last.
That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. Sitting at 9 under, currently leading. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Almost snatched the eagle there. That would have been huge. And they'll tap this in for birdie.
And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with John Rahm in second.
Luke in the lead with his rival not too far behind. Playing with the lead, going to the final round can sometimes be tricky. Do they have what it takes to get it done?
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say. Yeah, oh no, this one's left. Yeah, this was just a flat pull.
And here we are with their 4th. And choosing the 8-iron here. Well, that's beautifully judged.
And now over to Tony Finau.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Be the ball, Danny. No. Oh dear, this next putt now for double bogey.
And there may be some cracks starting to appear in this player's foundation. They've just dropped a double bogey.
You've got to hit a number of big shots here at Quail Hollow Club, and none bigger than the tee shot at the par 3 17th.
Luke, time to step up and make the best swing of the day on this challenging par 3 17th. Find the center of the green, and you're a happy player.
Oh, 14-footer. It's good to make a few of these per round.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
Appears to have overcooked this one. Well, this will be a bonus. Right on 17 feet from here.
Looking better.
No, that's too bad. You'll have to settle for bogey there.
Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey.
Well, if you think you've passed the worst of it after playing the 17th at Quail Hollow Club, think again. Welcome to the last.
Yes, water going all the way down the left-hand side of this fairway. That bunker on the right has crippled many a player. Find the fairway and give yourself an opportunity to find the green in 2.
Going with the 8-iron here.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
That's a well-played chip shot there.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Well, that's a beauty. You could put it in the win column. That's the Wells Fargo Championship. How about that?
You can take that win to the bank, Luke. Awesome.
And I got to give props to my boy in the booth, Rich Beam. I think you picked this one at the start of the week, didn't you?
Luke, it wasn't a difficult pick, let's be honest. This player has been consistent all season long. Getting the victory, no surprise whatsoever. Really good stuff.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.
UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Genesis Scottish Open is about to kick off.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm glad to be here covering this week's featured group, and what a pairing, as these two have been hinting at quite a budding rivalry here.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Has to putt this one downhill. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So, yes, birdie on the first. Great job.
Currently 1 under for the event. And as we head to the second, Rich, the players heading back towards the first tee.
Strong par 4 here, just under 500 yards. There's a bunker down the left-hand side you must avoid if you want a clear opening for your second shot. Narrow fairway up there. A good tee shot's a must.
Taking aim from about 170 yards.
They've chosen to club down here.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here at the second.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
This putt coming up is for birdie. Hey, nice looking line. Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
As we head to the third hole, Rich, one of the very good scoring opportunities here at the Renaissance Club.
Yes, Luke, just about 600 yards or so. Players must hit it out to the left-hand side with their tee shots. Anything right is going to go into a huge cluster of trees where they're going to have all kinds of problems.
Rich, I know you've got terrific history in Europe. You've spent plenty of time over here. You've been revered by the European Tour. You broadcast to a European audience. How special is it for you to be here at the Scottish Open this week?
I absolutely love being back at the Scottish Open, Luke. Not only because of the venue, because of the fans in the game. They're so knowledgeable. You hit a shot to 30 feet, and you hear all sorts of people hooting and hollering because they know how good of a shot that was. I mean, it had a bad angle coming out of a rough lie, whatever it is. I just love it coming back here because it seems like they have a interest, a knowledge, and a passion for the game, unlike almost any fans around the world. I think that being in Scotland, playing over here, and having to use your imagination, hitting all the shots that are required to play well over in Scotland is imperative. And I think this is why Americans love to come over here, because it's a completely different kind of golf than what they're used to back in the U.S.
A few shots under par at the moment. Currently tied for second. Chosen the pitching wedge here. A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the fourth.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. And stepping up the standings after that effort. The fifth hole, Reg, a really good risk-reward, short 4.
Most players, Luke, should go for this short par 4, but watch out for the green because this green has got all kinds of danger on it. Twists, turns, bobs, weaves, ducks, it's got it all.
After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments. And it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
From the sand, looking to get up and down. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. And the first of our short holes here at the Renaissance Club, Rich, is the par 3 6th.
Oh, this is a nasty little par 3 dotted by some pot bunkers on the front part of it. A big one over there on the right-hand side. Club selection is imperative.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Oh, so close. In she goes. Let's head to the next. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. And the 7th on the card, Rich, our second of the opening 9 par 5s.
Yeah, look, a fairly generous driving area. There's just a couple of bunkers you have to worry about. However, you find the fairway. Now your chances of making birdie or better increase significantly.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet.
Fantastic play so far, setting this up for the eagle.
Nice line.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field.
And that will take him to 7 under. Rich, as we face the 8th hole, what kind of decisions do the players face off the tee?
Well, most players aren't able to carry those fairway bunkers basically right in the middle of the fairway, so they have to lay up with a 3-wood or less, find the fairway that cambers pretty significantly from left to right.
From around 170 yards here, currently leading by 3.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Attaboy, good shot. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Okay, steady now. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. And down it goes. Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. The 9th is a strong par 3, Rich, one of the longer ones.
It is. There's some bunkers on the right-hand side that you absolutely must avoid. If you miss it on the left-hand side, however, you've got to pitch uphill to a green that will slope away from you. A par here is a really good score.
And from the bunker here. Ooh. Ha. Right at it from out of the bunker.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one. The putt drops, and we're moving on.
Oh, this is a precarious position, if you don't mind me saying, Rich. They have the lead, but there's plenty chasing with just 9 to play.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. It forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Not a bad line, this one. Sitting at 7 under.
Currently in the lead. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Now a 3-shot lead over the field.
Oh, how about that one?
That was sensational, Luke.
Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Currently in first position. Rich, I know this next hole is one of your favourites, the 11th here at the Renaissance Club.
This is one of the coolest holes I've ever played, Luke. It's a dog leg from left to right, fairly generous teeing area. Don't want to miss it too far right, however. But the second shot into the green, this could be the coolest green I've ever seen. It's got more movement than any other green I've seen in competition. I absolutely love this hole.
Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. Still in the lead now after that hole. The 12th, Rich, par 3, just over 200 yards on the card.
You back uphill just a little bit. What really makes this hole difficult, Luke, though, is when the wind is coming directly in the player's face. When that happens, watch out. This hole is a doozy.
Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice.
And this player seems to not be too intimidated having Justin Thomas in their group today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
It's always an impressive looking ball flight, isn't it, the draw? And back to the course with the live action. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
That's tracking. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? An opportunity to make a par here.
Yep, tracking well.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Now, 5 shots up after that hole. Another beautiful hole, Rich. This one right along the coast, the 13th.
Oh, this is breathtaking off the tee, isn't it? But don't let the views suck you in. Even though it's a wide fairway, you got to hit it down the right-hand side as this fairway pitches significantly from right to left. Find the fairway and happy days.
Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's return to live play now. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. Let's begin the 14th. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Well played, mate. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
That's a good putt to make. We'll take that. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
Oh, and they increase their lead. This is impressive, Luke, but can they hold up this play?
That should find the fairway. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 155.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
This one is all over it.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
4 feet to the cup. Nice stroke. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Man, people usually don't go that far on vacation. What a drive.
Going with the 5-wood. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Oh, yeah, this is tracking nicely.
That putt went a bit long there.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This is their look at birdie.
And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
All right, Rich, the 17th.
This is an amphitheater-style green. All sides kind of work back towards the green. There is a little front left section, though. When they put the flagstick over there, you have a really good opportunity to hit it in there close.
Going with the 5-iron here. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Trying to get to 15 under now with this opportunity. Ooh, right by the hole. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. Ooh, nice line. And in it goes for the par. Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole. And as we make our way to the finishing hole here, Rich, how is this 18th at the Renaissance Club?
This is an absolute brute, Luke. Just under 500 yards, and you must find the fairway. You cannot geek it down this hole off the tee. There is danger both left and right.
And he's down there.
Yeah, this breeze just starting to get up now on the course, and it's directly into the face.
Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Lining up here for a chance to win the tournament. What a putt to make. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Hopefully they won't take that too badly. There's another chance here to close. And this historic tournament has yet another champion. Congratulations to our Genesis Scottish Open winner.
And what a victory it was around this Renaissance club here in Scotland. An impressive victory by this player.
Well, Rich, after that hot start, it's probably little surprise that this player powered through to victory.
This player absolutely dominated all week long, all tournament long. Great job. You don't see this happen very often.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
OK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the first stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today's coverage of the FedEx St Jude Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
A well hold. He'll take the birdie.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Currently 1 under for the round. The second at TPC Southwind presents the first real birdie chance. Just a short par 4 playing 401 yards.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
Playing from around 110 yards out.
Pretty good wind back into the player's face.
Opting for the 9-iron. Come on, get a good bounce to the left.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Let's get back to it, shall we?
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
It was on a good line.
A par putt awaits.
Currently 1 under for the tournament. The third hole at TPC Southwind's a strong par 5 measuring over 550 yards from the back tees. A bit of water comes into play here on the second shot, so be mindful of where you leave your approach. Quality shot, that one. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Setting up this putt 29 feet from the cup.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, what a great stroke. Oh, just missed. Putting for par. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. The fifth at TPC Southwind is a long par 4 measuring 485 yards. It requires a good strong drive to avoid the bunker on the left and then an accurate approach into this green. Opting for the hybrid, I think. That's inside the house of opportunity. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Oh, that was bang on target. This putt is 16 feet to the hole. That's frustrating. This is a par putt. In she goes. Let's head to the next. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The strategy at the 6th here at TPC Southwind on this par 4, measuring just under 450 yards from the tips, is to position your drive from the tee to give a clear shot into this green. Yeah, that one will play. Playing this shot from 120 yards. 3 behind our leader. That was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
And coming up well short.
Ooh, that almost went down. Opportunity to make their par. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The 7th at TPC Southwind is a strong par 4, measuring 482 yards from the back tee. A big clump of trees on the left, and the one on the right is to be avoided off the tee. Also, a good angle to attack this green is from the left half of this fairway, with a huge greenside tree that also affects any poor approaches. Going with the pitching wedge here. A wonderful shot here at the 7th and sets up another birdie chance. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Not a bad line, this. Wonderful shot, and that will take him to 4 under. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Setting up here with a very long putt. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The 8th hole at TPC Southwind is a really nice short par 3, measuring just 164 yards. This green has been recently contoured, so accuracy or distance control off the tee is paramount. Well, that's a handy shot. Well, this will be a big putt to make. The birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Just didn't drop. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. He's currently sitting in 2nd. The finishing hole on the front 9 here at TPC Southwind plays downhill towards a dogleg right. There's a big body of water, the short front left of this green, so make sure you've got enough club to reach the surface. Oh, well played. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
And from around 135 yards.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And this putt will take them to 5 under.
Little birdie look in here.
This is a good chance. Well played. And that will take him to 5 under. And as we make the turn here, Rich, our player tied for the lead.
Yeah, exciting position, isn't it? You'd rather have the lead on your own, but listen, tied for the lead. pretty good spot to be in. They're going to have to work to earn this victory.
Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Lining up from around 160 yards.
Currently tied for the lead.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
This one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
Looks like they pushed this one.
Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
That's the right pace. This should rock. Oh, that's a ripper. And let's have another look at that one.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The par 3 11th at TPC Southwind measures just 162 yards. The looks can be deceiving here. While it looks pretty, it can bite you. Make sure you've got enough club here on approach. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Lovely effort, that.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Not afraid to go deep. This putt's for 6 under par.
Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. And that will take him to 6 under. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. The par 4 12th is only a short one, measuring 406 yards from the tips. But you need to be very accurate off the tee. Avoid that huge water hazard to the right, and that'll give you the best angle into this green. Any drive that's pushed left will make it a difficult approach, and be wary. There's water over the back of this green, which you can't see. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Birdied their last hole.
Okay, time to return to the action. Getting ready to play their third.
Currently leading by 2.
Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Oh, Dr. Chipinski strikes again.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
Leading by a couple after that hole. The 13th at TPC Southwind is a strong par 4 that plays uphill and a slight dogleg to the right. It requires a big drive up the right half and then a very accurate approach. There's a heavily bunkered green there, so make sure you hit your approach in the right distance. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. Putting for birdie. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. The 14th at TPC Southwind is one of their signature holes. The par 3 that plays downhill considerably long, around 240 yards, is hit over a big body of water to the right. Fortune favours the brave here. If you need a birdie, go flag hunting. Otherwise, lay up to around 20 feet left.
Xander Schauffele setting up his next shot. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 22 feet from the cup. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Ouch, that hurts. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
It's looking solid.
That gets the job done.
Currently at 7 under for the day. Accuracy is required at the par 4 15th, just 395 yards off the tee. Players like to lay back to give them their right number into this green. And there's a little creek that meanders through the centre of the fairway here and up to the right side of the green. So make sure your approach is accurate.
From about 100 yards. Currently leading by 3.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. 15 feet to the cup. This one's online. Oh, so close. And this one is for his par. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Second shot here on the 16th. Going with the hybrid. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Now a 3-shot lead over the field.
How close was that to going down? Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Still in the lead now after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
The penultimate hole at TPC Southwind is a very strong par 4, measuring 490 yards off the back tees. There is a little creek that runs through the centre of the fairway here, but that only catches the biggest of drives. There's 2 big trees either side that you want to position yourself in the middle of, so then you can hit a clean shot to the green. 2 strong shots required to get onto the surface, and even once you're on the green, par isn't assured. Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Well, that's a nice line.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Wow, that almost went in the hole. And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Well, the finishing hole at TPC Southwind is an absolute beauty. There's been some heroic moments like hole-out eagles, and there's been triple bogeys that have cost championships. Your job is to get the ball safely into the fairway here. And if you're not a long driver, don't take on the corner. But if you can, it'll leave you just a short iron in, a chance to seal a victory with a birdie. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
Get this putt to drop, and he'll win the event here.
That was a gallant attempt. Don't sweat that last opportunity. This is another one to knock it in and win the tournament. And mark it down as another W. What a way to win it.
Luke, the victories, winning never gets old, but this is getting out of hand, isn't it? Another victory on the season.
Well, if you want to go and win the FedEx Cup, that's how you start the process. Go and win one of these playoff events.
This is where it pays to perform. FedEx Cup wins, playoff wins, massive accomplishment. Good job.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.
UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the second stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs.
Today's coverage of the BMW Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And Rich, we find ourselves in the state of Delaware, Wilmington Country Club, the South Course in operation. And take us through the first hole.
Really solid opening hole here, Luke. There's a bunker down the left-hand side. The long hitters can find if they elect to take driver. Second shot goes up the hill ever so slightly to a green that's wide in the front and very tiny in the back.
Well, I'm looking forward to today, that's for sure. Currently 1 under for the day. And Rich, the second hole in play for the championship is a little different than the route in the members face. It's the 13th on the card. Take us through it.
It is. It's a very strong par 3, just over 210 yards. But this green is very deep, so it wouldn't surprise me to see this hole playing somewhere over the 225-yard mark. It's very narrow, very long, and very difficult.
Let's take another look at Tiger from earlier. Oh, this looks pure. Just a 4-footer remaining.
This is their look at birdie.
Putt is underway.
Well, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Kind of like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
We head to the first of the par 5s in operation, the third hole, Rich.
Big hitters will be able to take advantage and drive it over those bunkers down the right-hand side, leaving a very straightforward and basic second shot back up the hill.
Rich, love the fact that we've made our way through to the second week of the playoffs, and I'm pretty sure every player who's here is a little extra happy that they're at the BMW Championship.
Yes, Luke, 125 down to 70, so 55 players from last week did not make it onto this week's BMW Championship. A bummer for some, but a huge opportunity for the guys that are here. Just 70, no cut whatsoever, if there's ever a player that wants to turn it loose, trying to get inside the top 30 in the next week, this is the time. If you are outside that top 30, there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't go flag hunting. You should try and fire at everything you can, because you know that you have to play well this week if you want to make it into the top 30 next week in the Tour Championship. This is a great opportunity for those outside the top 30, and a little bit nerve-wracking from those sitting from about 20 to 30 on that current list.
Reached the fourth hole, a relatively short par 4.
At 400 yards, yes, Luke. Big hitters, once again, can take the fairway bunkers out of play. Second shot, again, will be uphill to a ginormous green.
That tee shot looks pretty good.
Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. Moments ago, a beautiful shot happened on the course. Let's take a look at it. Okay, let's get back to the action. 8 feet to the cup. Ooh, right by the hole.
And this putt to move into a share of first place.
That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost.
And what could have been with that putt? Luke could have taken the lead. Not to be.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one.
Second shot here on the 5th.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there.
Well, good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under.
Looking good.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. He's currently in a share of top spot. Rich, the 6th hole's a par 4 measuring under 400 yards, but there's still plenty of focus needed here.
It's just a straightaway hole, Luke. A lot of players can go ahead and take a long iron and just wedge it on from there. I still think, though, the big hitters are going to give it a run and just take out the driver and whip it on up there.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. Let's catch up with Willie Z. He's always a flusher.
This is his 3rd.
Wow. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Looking really good, this one. He sits in first position.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Unbelievable.
That was all luck, but listen, luck counts in this game. Mark me down for a 1, I say.
What an amazing shot. Let's take another look at that one.
I mean, what can you say about a shot like this? This was absolute perfection.
Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 9th.
Our leader is up by 4 shots now. we've reached the 8th hole.
What can you say about an ace, Luke? It doesn't get any better than that. This player, however, really needs to focus in and bear down because they are still on cloud 9 after making that one.
Rich, considering everything that's been said about the great Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, it almost seems superfluous to add anything more to it. But what that man has meant to the game and again, to people like yourself who have gone on to win major championships as well.
Yeah, I would think what Tiger has brought to the game is just he changed the perception of the game as it being kind of an old man sport, and all of a sudden he's out there winning and fist pumping and getting the crowds fired up and everybody into the game. It just kind of changed the entire complexion of it. No longer do you have these old guys that are dressed poorly with big beer bellies, and all of a sudden, you got guys that are young and wearing these tight-fitting clothes, going into the gym and treating it more like a business instead of just a sport. He really changed the entire dynamic of the game, the landscape of what it takes to become a great player. And everybody else was just kind of sitting there in awe going, well, how does he do this? Well, it's almost like he had a plan, a master plan to go out there and listen, I'm going to dominate by being physically better, mentally better, and I'm just going to steamroll these guys. And when he first started doing that, everybody's kind of looking back going, okay, he's taking this seriously. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously too, right? So it's just one of those things that came along that nobody knew what to really expect of him. But he told us right away, listen, I expect to win every single week out there, and sure enough, that's what he did.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Big putt for par coming up. And Rich, we're heading into the back 9 now, but I'm still thinking about that ace on the front. What a beauty that was.
Unreal. I got to say, to watch that ball go into the hole was awesome. This player is still flying high. The harmony on that swing was awesome.
How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back-to-back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I got to say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me?
Ooh, tasty little pitch shot. Gets it to go. Fist pumps all around.
Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Teeing off now at the 11th hole. But there's no doubt they'd have some positive vibes coming off that birdie. Let's see if they can keep it rolling. Oh, that was pure. And this shot from about 150 yards out. Going with the pitching wedge here. That's not the outcome they were after.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
Oh, I thought that one was going in.
Putting for a par now. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one.
Leading by 4 strokes after that one. Some strong holes on the inward half of this golf course, Rich, but there's no one longer than the 12th, the par 5.
There is not. It is absolute bombs away off the tee shot for these players. If they can get it up and over a small rise, the ball will chase down and give them a thought. A thought, will they try and reach this 630-yard par 5 with the water in front? No thanks, I'm laying up. And I never say that. Pretty good shot there.
And now we go to the 14th, where this happened a moment ago.
I got to say, his short game is one of the best in the game.
Oh, that's a beauty. How about holding that one? And here we are with the third shot.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
A wonderful shot and a birdie opportunity coming up at the 12th.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 13th. Going with the 7. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
So far, so good.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. Wow, that was just striped. Second shot here on the 14th hole. Oh, well done. Getting ready to play their third. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, well played. Well, there's action aplenty all over the course. Let's have a look at this highlight from another player.
This is how you do it 7 days a week.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Now 7 strokes up after that hole. The 15th for the tournament is the 17th on the golf course, Rich, a long par 3.
It is just over 220 yards to a heart-shaped green, but I can promise you, Luke, there is nothing lovely about this hole. It is strong. There's water left that you want no part of. You bail out to the right, you're in the bunkers. I'm going to take 3 and move on to the next.
A birdie putt awaits. And down it goes. 12 under the card now with the stretch to play.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
He's currently sitting in first place.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Decisions to be made off the tee here, Rich, at the 16th hole.
At just under 400 yards, Luke, I just don't see most players taking out driver and giving it a go. Just hit an iron short left of that fairway bunker, wedge it on, make your birdie.
That swing so pure, it reminds me of Adam Scott's. Setting up here, coming off a run of birdies.
Absolutely. It's been a good streak late in the round.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
A look to get to 13 under par.
Surely it's going to.
Here's a look at Rambo from a moment ago. Let's recap this long-range effort. Wonderful effort. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Couple of strong finishing holes to finish up here, Rich. First, let's take a look at the 17th.
Yeah, it's just about 420 yards, and you want to favor down the left-hand side as this fairway does move left to right. You avoid those fairway bunkers. The second shot, you have to be precise with your distance control because this green has got a lot of movement on it, a lot of little bowls to it.
You like that, didn't you? What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Okay, steady now.
Just a short putt remaining here.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. And the finishing hole at the south course of Wilmington's famous country club. Ridge, a really good par 4.
Just over 440 yards. The bunker down the right-hand side off the tee is only reachable for the big hitters. Second shot, slightly back up the hill to a 2-tiered green. Distance control is imperative.
Playing this shot from around 120 yards. Gee, it's metronomic here. Green after green. Gee, golf looks easy when you're playing like this.
And I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day.
And that is a great performance, winning the second event of the FedEx Cup playoffs, driving away with the BMW Championship.
And this will set them up going into the Tour Championship in prime position to walk away with the entire FedEx Cup. What a tournament this was. Fantastic victory.
That was an outstanding start by this player, Rich, and they've gone on to victory. What a way to win.
It's very rare where you see a player absolutely dominate a field like they did in this tournament. Unbelievable job all around.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HP Studios, it's goodbye for now.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the final stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs.
Today's coverage of the Tour Championship is about to start. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam as we kick off this Tour Championship. And Rich, this next player is at the very top of the FedEx Cup points list and are therefore starting this event at 3 under.
It's a good place to start, isn't it? You've already got a lead, and a significant lead, on the chasing pack. And so it's one of these changes that we weren't too sure how it was all going to pan out, but it worked well, so the players embraced it. And it's interesting, if nothing else. But yes, you're rewarded by being the #1 points earner, and I think it's great. It's been a lot of fun, and this really has added some excitement to it.
It's a lovely advantage to have going into any tournament, but that must feel like a huge head start.
It's a huge head start, but let's just kind of look at the opposite way. If you lose, all of a sudden, those guys that are trailing, they're going to give you a little bit of something in the locker room after the week is over with. But no, listen, I mean, obviously, #1 going into this week, they're playing well. The confidence level is high. They're firing on all cylinders. I don't see the top leaders really falling down that much. I think they're going to kind of maintain what they've already produced in the first couple of playoff events.
And it's a great reward for a season long of excellence.
Yes, that's exactly right. And it's a nice reward. It's a nice bonus, and that's why we call it the FedEx Cup playoffs. It's a bonus at the end of the year.
Today's promising to be an exciting one, so let's get straight into the action.
And there's highlights of plenty out there on the golf course. Let's take a look at this incredible shot. Our player currently in second, making a really great shot. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
This one has eyes for the hole.
And that will drop in for a birdie. And that fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard, with Jon Rahm trailing in second place.
Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
The tempo there was exquisite.
Ball striking is certainly a premium here at Eastlake, Rich, and the third no different.
If your tee shot is in the fairway, every single flag on this green is findable. Playing from the rough, watch out for that deep bunker fronting the green.
And tidy looking shot, that one.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
Looking for another birdie here.
Looks good off the blade. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we are at the 4th hole.
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway.
The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be #1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
Guys, you know the worst lie you've ever seen? Yeah, times that by 10. This is nasty. Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Just 6 feet between he and the hole. I like the look of this. You can mark it down. That's birdie #4 today.
Oh, that settles the nerves right there. Great stuff.
Currently 7 under for the round. The 6th hole at East Lake Rich, one to get after.
You don't need to be long off the tee, Luke. It's only 525 yards, but the second shot plays straight back up the hill, so a little length helps.
There have been a lot of players that have come out, and people are quick to label them as prodigious talents and what they can do, but it's true about Lydia Ko that she is one of the game's prodigies.
Luke, when you say prodigy, I think Lydia Ko's name should just be, instead of prodigy, just say, look at Lydia Ko. Because this young lady has seemingly done it all at 14 years young. 14, won a professional event. The youngest men or women to ever win a tournament that early. That is astounding. 18 years old, major champion with the final round 63. It's mind-blowing how good this young lady was at such an early age. Yes, had a little lull there for a little bit, but now come back out and has just taken the world by storm again. 17 wins already and building in her professional career. The sky is the limit for Lydia.
And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
This hole is a long par 4.
Not really what they were hoping for there.
8 under for the day.
Outright first here.
And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Currently leading by 3. And a par putt awaits him.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is what they have left for bogey.
Now 2 shots up after that one. Par 3s always offer up that hope of a hole-in-one. Opting for the 5-wood. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
This was his 2nd. Let's return to live play now. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Didn't that look good for a long time? Par putt coming up here.
Yep, tracking nicely.
And there it is. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
That's heading for the fairway. From around 120 yards here.
Currently in the lead by a shot.
Going with the 8-iron here.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt. This one's tracking. Ooh. And this putt coming up for his par.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 11th.
Currently in first position. Teeing off here at the 11th. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. That's tiny. There's 17 feet remaining to the hole. Go on, get in the hole. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will take him to 8 under. And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in second place. Nicely done. Rich is one of the rare players to ever tame the Tiger in a major championship. How did you manage to do it?
Taming him, that's a big stretch there. You know, I did it because I never had to play with him. I was fortunate enough to not be paired with him the third round, nor in the final round when I was paired with Justin Leonard. And going back to the comments about the roars, you know, not knowing that was him making those birdies. You assumed it was, you couldn't deny that it was, but not knowing, it was a lot easier to say, well, that was Fred Funk, who he was playing with in the final round, who was having such a great week as it was. It was easier to deflect that a little bit. I think if I would have played alongside him, I think things might have been a little bit differently, because he does bring a different energy, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable. But when you start hearing those roars going up and you're playing with him, well, you know exactly what's going on. But when you're not playing with him, I was able to kind of deflect what he was actually doing, and I was fortunate.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
They're setting up this next shot into quite an elevated green, Luke.
Good shot there. And a chance to reach 9 under for the championship with this putt. Get excited. This could go in. Here's a look at John Rahm from earlier.
From long range, nearly gets it to fall.
Oh, he couldn't get that one to go, unfortunately. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Wind starting to get up, but it's helping, which is nice.
Going with a 3-wood here. That's not what they were looking for.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
It's got a chance.
Oh, just missed that one.
And this one is for bogey.
Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader.
Third shot now.
Oh, where would that rank by Tiger Woods? That's right amongst his very best.
And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. This one needs to kick left.
And he's safely on the green.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it.
That's the way to bounce back. Good way to make up for the bogey at the last.
And anything can happen down the stretch. Let's see what takes place.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in second place.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Well, there's been some FedEx Cup champions won and lost around this part of the course.
This is the site of probably one of the greatest finishes in FedEx Championship history. The winner holing his second shot here to claim victory.
It's just about 3 feet away.
Little birdie look in here.
Let's catch up with another Jon Rahm highlight, shall we? Lining up for his third now.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 18 feet from the cup.
Tracking. Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that.
And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
And after a recent switch of the 9s here at Eastlake, the finishing hole's gone from a tough par 3, Rich, to a really gettable 5.
Go ahead and take out the driver and enjoy this tee shot. It might be difficult, but if you hit it in the fairway, you'll definitely be rewarded by being able to go for it in 2.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
This putt for him to win the event.
That's frustrating. All right, not the end of the world, but this is a putt they want to make if they're to close it out. This one started out on a good look. Well, Rich, that was a fantastic season on tour, no doubt about it. We finally have our FedEx Cup champion.
Luke, this player deserves the FedEx Cup championship. They've played exceptional golf all year long, and they showed what they're made of when it mattered the most. Just an incredible accomplishment. Congratulations to this year's FedEx Cup champion.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.